There was recently an announcement for the casting of Flynn Rider and Rapunzel for the live-action remake of Tangled, and I think that's a perfect opportunity for me to, once again, talk about my favorite Disney movie. And today, we'll be focusing on its villain, Mother Gothel. A lot of older Disney villains have very broad and sometimes vague intents. They often want to rule the world or destroy it, sometimes they're just pure evil, and others they write out played for laughs. Nowadays we're seeing more layered Disney villains, serving as twists, or not having a villain at all. Both ends of the spectrum can be great if done well, but I think Mother Gothel falls right into that in-between perfect spot. Mother Gothel's motive is to stay young and live forever. It's personal, believable, many people can relate to it, and it's not inherently evil. The only reason it becomes evil is because the power that allows her to do that is trapped inside of a person. Think about it. Before Rapunzel, the power was in a flower. She did make sure to hide it and keep it for herself, which is a selfish thing to do, but gatekeeping, as far as I'm concerned, isn't evil. And in this case, it's even understandable why she would want to hide such a power. Things only get dicey when the queen gets sick and needs the flower to heal. But it's not like Gothel planned or intended for that to happen. She didn't make the queen sick so that her child would come to possess those powers for her to steal and take advantage of. Even when she snuck into the castle, she didn't even want to take Rapunzel, she just wanted a little piece of her hair. And when that doesn't work, that's where the real evil comes out. When she realized she couldn't have her power, she made a decision to steal the baby with no regard to her parents, the baby itself, or the kingdom. The moment she prioritized her own desires over other people's lives, that's when she became the amoral and dangerous villain she is. And I think the fact that she tried every option before she took that step actually makes her more menacing. Her awareness of her actions and her choice to still take those actions is terrifying. Which brings me to my next point. Mother Gothel is actually scary. It feels like she poses a threat not only to Rapunzel, but to anyone she comes across. That is because we already know she will take extreme means and measures to get whatever she wants, and she can get away with it as she has for the last 18 years. Even when she stops getting away with it, it's through no fault of her own. It was Flynn Rider arriving at the tower, which was a total coincidence, and Rapunzel's willpower and sense of adventure that she tried really hard to choke down. And once again, that's a perfect segue to talk about Mother Gothel being a master manipulator. It plays for both her realism and how scary she is, because there are real-life mothers who use these kind of manipulations on their daughters. Scenes like,
"How you manage to do that every single day without fail. It looks absolutely exhausting, darling."
Oh, it's nothing.
Then I don't know why it takes so long. Oh, darling, I'm just teasing. You know what I see? I see a strong, confident, beautiful young lady. Oh, look, you're here too. I'm just teasing. Stop taking everything so seriously. Oh, Rapunzel, you know I hate leaving you after a fight, especially when I've done absolutely nothing wrong. Oh, great. Now I'm the bad guy.
our example of the genius and accurate writing of Gothel, showcasing realistic manipulation tactics like victimizing yourself and making someone else feel worthless in a nice, jokey way. Goes to show how Dan Fogelman, who wrote Tangled, understands the nuance behind the emotional manipulation Mother Gothel uses to control Rapunzel. It's compiled from a lot of small, seemingly meaningless acts that add up to the total control of someone's life. And I can already sense the question or thought that some of you might have in your head, and that is, if Mother Gothel is such a great liar and manipulator, why didn't she lie to Rapunzel about her birthday? And I feel you, and I also kind of agree with you, but I also have two arguments for that. So, number one, she couldn't have known there would be this birthday lantern thing, or that Rapunzel would be so drawn to it. And number two, which actually makes a point, again, of how great a manipulator she is, lies that are rooted in the truth or have connection to reality are so much more believable and sustainable than lies that are complete lies. Keeping little details true in a big lie is a fundamental part of making that lie work. Mother Gothel succeeds in every plan she has. The only thing she didn't take count for is Flynn's love for Rapunzel. She thought he was just after her powers, just like she is, and could never imagine someone being capable of loving her beyond her powers or without them. That's why she's defeated. It's her own flaws and tainted morals that lead to her demise. Mother Gothel is a threatening, cunning character, but most importantly, she's a believable, true-to-life person, and she, like the movie she's in, deserves more recognition and praise. Now, back to what we started the video with. For your information, I am against any live-action remakes, as they're an obvious, greedy cash grab that exploits the already existing audience, and more often than not, does not live up to the animated version. But I must admit that I am intrigued in watching exactly how they ruin my favorite Disney movie, so when it does come out, you can expect a commentary video from me, but rest assured, I will not be paying for it, if you're catching my drift. In terms of the casting, I would love to see Zachary Levi and Mandy Moore come back as the king and queen. That would be a very nice Easter egg. But as for Rapunzel and Flynn, I just need good actors. Ones who are casted for their raw talent, not their fame or fan base that they will bring. Preferably unknown actors. That will be not only great for giving them a break into the industry, but also it will be like a clean, fresh slate for us, the audience, not having any attachments to other characters, which is always helpful with immersion and authenticity. And I'm somewhat familiar with Milo Manheim and his work. I know he's been in some other Disney movies, and he was Seymour in the off-Broadway production of Little Shop of Horrors for a while. And Tegan Croft is practically unknown to me, so I'm happy that this would be my first official introduction to the two, and hopefully they slay. Now all that's left to do is wait to see who's going to be cast as the menacing Mother Gothel. I know Kathryn Hahn is in talks. I don't know if she can sing. My perfect casting would just be Donna Murphy. It's obviously very safe. She's the one who voiced Mother Gothel originally, but I think she could really do great reprising this role in the live action version. But we'll see. So I have mixed feelings about this movie. I'm kind of dreading it, but also excited about it. Just because, again, I don't like the concept of a live action remake. But I am curious to see how they do it. Especially Pascal and Maximus. Like, oh my God, I don't even... You know what? We'll see. We'll talk about it more when it does come out. As I said, I will have a commentary video for it, most likely. And until then, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!